Sir Arthur Greeb-Streebling for you, Dr. Fideo.
Greebling.
I'm sorry, I thought it was Greeb-Streebling.
No, Greebling. You're obviously getting me confused with the Greeb-Streeblings.
Have a seat, Sir Arthur.
Now, Sir Arthur, how can I help you? Well, as I look around, I can see that this is obviously not a fishmonger's. So evidently I haven't come here for a couple of kippers and a piece of cod.
No, I mean, what can I do for you?
Well, in that it appears you're a dentist and I'm here, it seems this would be an ideal opportunity for you to give my choppers a once-over. Seize it!
OK, so first perhaps we could go through some general questions so I can get an idea of your expectations. Tell me, what do you do?
Let's see. Well, generally speaking, I get up in the morning, have a cup of tea and then read the papers while having my breakfast. Or sometimes have breakfast while reading the papers. Then I sort of mess around doing this and that during the day until it's time to go to bed. Then, when I wake up, I do it all over again.
No, I mean, what line of work are you in?
Oh, right. I'm a restaurateur. In fact, we opened a rather unique restaurant, the Frog and Peach, almost 35 years ago.
That's a rather unusual name for a restaurant. How did you come up with an idea like that?
The idea for the Frog and Peach came to me in the bath. Lots of things come to me in the bath, mainly mosquitoes and that sort of thing. But in this case, a rather stupendous idea. I suddenly thought to myself, where can a young couple with not too much money to spend, feeling a bit peckish and fancy something to eat, where can they go to get a really big frog and a damn fine peach? Where can they go? Answer, of course, came there none, and I thought, there's a gap in the market here. So, on this premise, I started the restaurant. The Frog and, Peach.
How's business been?
Let me answer that question in two parts. Nobody's been, and there hasn't been any business. In fact, the last 35 years, been a rather lean time for us at the old F&P.
Where is the Frog and Peach?
In the middle of a bog on the Yorkshire moors.
But don't you think you might be at a bit of a disadvantage being out there in the middle of a bog on the Yorkshire moors?
I think the word disadvantage is awfully well chosen here, yes. This is what we're at. We're at a disadvantage. Stuck out there, in the middle of a bog in the heart of the Yorkshire moors, but I thought at the time, rightly or wrongly, possibly both, that people in this country were crying out for a restaurant without a parking problem. Out on the Yorkshire moors, middle of a bog, there is no problem parking the car. Bit of a problem extricating it, but the parking is a joy.
And don't you think you might be at another slight disadvantage because of your rather limited menu?
Yes, we are at a tremendous disadvantage with the menu. Have you seen it?
No.
Well, you're very lucky. The choice is very limited. We only have two main dishes. First of all, there is frog à la pêche. Frog à la pêche, which is basically a large frog covered in boiling Cointreau with a peach stuck in its mouth. One of the most disgusting sights I have ever seen. The only alternative to frog à la pêche is even worse. Pêche à la frog. Pêche à la frog. A large peach is brought to your table by the waiter, again covered in boiling Cointreau. The peach, not the waiter. The peach is then sliced open in front of you to reveal about 300 squiggling black tadpoles. It is the most nauseating sight I have ever seen. It's enough to put you off your food, which is a damn good thing considering what the food's like.
Who does the cooking?
My wife. My wife does all the cooking, and luckily she does all the eating as well. In fact, you could say she's not a well woman.
She's not well?
She's not a well woman. No, she's not a well woman. And she very much resents having to go down the well every morning to feed the frogs. We lower her down on a rope. The frogs don't like it much either.
If you don't mind me saying so, Sir Arthur, it would appear that your restaurant venture has been somewhat disastrous.
Oh, no. I don't think I'd use the word disastrous here. I think catastrophic. The whole thing has been a total disaster and a huge catastrophe.
Do you think you might have learned from your mistakes?
Certainly. I have learned from my mistakes, and I am sure I could repeat them exactly. So that is what now brings me to see you.